And at the London Arena tonight, Gary de Roux of Peterborough made the first defence of his British featherweight championship. De Roux won the title in March, stopping Sean Murphy in the 5th round of what was widely regarded as fight of the year. Remember this finish?
Good left
beautiful
hook
left hooks from de Roux, and Murphy's badly hurt there.
And I think he's cut as well.
A lot of blood around. Is Murphy cut? No, he's not. It's just his nose. He's badly hurt there. He's down from that beautiful left hook to the bottom.
Yep, Murphy's cut and down for the second time. 7, 8. He's going to do well to beat the count. He's out. He's lost his title. Gary de Roux is the new British champion.
Well, the challenger for de Roux's title tonight is Colin McMillan of Barking, beaten only once in 17 fights. At ringside, Jim Watt, Reg Guttridge. Sorry, there we are, a slight delay. Here comes the fight, Jim and Reg.
Out for the second round, and Roy Francis making sure that they don't come before the sound of the bell has gone anyway. Lloyd Hannigan created that, of course, and the championship fight. They're rushing across the ring. I think de Roux's got the right idea, Jim. He knows he can't outsmart him, so he's going to try and out-hustle him all the time.
Yeah, but he has to make his plan fairly basic. He's not a fancy Dan. He just has to keep coming forward, trying to keep McMillan under pressure. If he allows McMillan to dictate the pace, then he'll be good and strong for 12 rounds. He can't allow that to happen. He must force McMillan into throw punches, keep him working, keep him moving, and hopefully from the midway stage the pace will slow. Maybe he may become a bit more effective, but he's getting through with the odd scuffing punch at the moment. Nothing clean.
Changing stance like this, McMillan's got a bit of success at southpaw.
See, this is where he has to be careful, Reg. Coming forward against a medium puncher, these punches are going to have extra impact. To get caught with a good shot there, he's going to have to be a bit more careful with his defence, because anybody can knock you out if they catch you coming forward.
He came back from well under fire against Sean Murphy, and he's not a bad puncher, de Roux, and turned it around. I mean, an absolute brutal fight, the only description you could use for that. The thing with McMillan, while he's on the move, Jim, it isn't a hit and run job. He hits you while he's on the move.
Yeah, very good mover, a good fluency about his work, McMillan. He's not putting much power into the punches, which is also a good idea. There's no good trying to bomb this man out. He knows it's his first 12 rounder, so he's pacing himself sensibly in the first couple of rounds here.
Matter of fact, Jim, neither of them have been past the 8th round, which is a bit unusual for a championship fight. Neither of them have, obviously it was a 12-round fight he was in before.
A little bit of damage in de Roux's left eye. It just looks like a little nick. Doesn't look serious, but in the second round of a 12-rounder, anything serious.
Fought a couple of times in America, McMillan. He's trained a couple of times there as well. So, and he fought over an American second, Bo Williford, well-known manager.
See, I feel de Roux should have his hands up a little bit more to trying to block some of these punches. He's trying to slip them, it's not working. He wants to block them, but keep doing as he's doing.
So it'll be coming up the end of the second then. As I said, he's got heavyweight in the corner. Howard Rainey, trainer, McMillan, and Bo Williford. And there they are. So he's almost the British Cinderella man, as it were. Virtually came from nowhere to become champion. And on the night he certainly deserved it. Now then, replay, Jim.
Well, pretty much the same as the first round. McMillan very accurate with his punches. De Roux trying to come forward and inflict some damage, but not too much success. That's where he got caught square-footed, and then McMillan followed up the advantage.
Out for the third. And a very fast start indeed for this British Featherweight Championship. That's the 9-stone division. And of course we've got a former world the champion at 9 stone with us tonight in Baron McGuigan, sitting right behind the commentary position of Jim Watt and myself.
See, Roux hasn't had any success at all really in the first couple of rounds, but there are no signs of him becoming discouraged. He hasn't raised the pace or tried to do anything silly. Still good steady pressure, but he's going to have to find a bit more accuracy. This is better from his point of view.
Well, that's what he wants to do, Jim. Close in on McMillan, try and wear him down, make the arms drop. And I'm surprised that McMillan's allowing himself to be propped on the ropes. He rather likes that though. So he's doing an alley, and he's coming back, and what cheers he's getting there from the crowd. They're actually on their feet here at London Arena at the back, I can see them, and even around the ringside, including the rounds board lady.
Well, that was certainly a good bit of action there, Reg. I think he's been watching films of Sugar Ray Leonard right enough. He just burst into life there. Some good punches after taking a few good shots.
He certainly learnt from the amateur days. He produced so much but never really got the final result to win the national championship. He'll take a lot of subduing though, Gary Roux, won't he?
Yeah, well, he proved against Murphy, he just doesn't give up. He doesn't feel this fellow can hurt him. He said that a few times in the pre-fight interviews. But you still have to be careful when a fighter has the timing of McMillan. He may not have the knockout power, but if you're coming forward, perfect timing, you could end up on the floor.
The thing is, he usually gets up, although Roux didn't when he fought in Italy against a fellow called Di Napoli. Hit with a body shot in the third round of that one. He sets himself a sensible pace, McMillan, though, Jim, doesn't he? He just gets the right flow going. He knows it could be a long distance job.
Yeah, well, he realises he's winning the first few rounds with light punches. So why use up more energy by throwing heavy punches? He's winning the rounds, things are going well. So he's just flicking out these little jabs and little flurries. I think once the pace slows, he's going to have to put a bit more power into those punches, but it's not necessary at the moment.
So, Jim, some Roux pressure coming here in this replay stuff. So much action here.
Well, McMillan's defences are pretty tight here, Reg. He's blocking the punches and smothering some of them. It looked good there from the back of the hall, obviously, but Millan looking at the punches coming and blocking most of them. Then he sprung into life and he comes back with the accurate shots. That is the difference between the two of them at this point. McMillan is the one with the accuracy.
Out for the fifth. And the corner then of Roux. One-time pros Kevin Saunders and manager Ken Whitney. They've really got to do some work with the ice packs and getting some of the bruises of battle away from his face if they can. Just keep the swellings down.
So you always feel that Roux's defences are not tight enough, Reg. He's coming forward all the time. He's doing the right things, but he's not blocking enough of McMillan's punches, and the cumulative effect of these punches has to start telling on him eventually. They're good, sharp little punches. McMillan looks to me as though he could be punching a lot harder. Those punches will probably come, but Roux is taking too many of them.
Well, this was the round when he won the championship, but as I said from the start, you can't make a comparison in styles here. Sean Murphy's a walk-in battler, and this fella's sharper and on the move.
But McMillan's still boxing well, still on the move all the time, slipping punches. Even when he's pinned down as he is here, Roux can't get through with any clean shots.
In a way, now there is a touch of the Sugar Ray, isn't it? It's going to be an attractive fighter, isn't he, if he wins the championship? Because one crowd pleaser, and he knows it.
So there really is a difference in class between these two, Reg. I mean, Roux just has to look to do it the hard way, just keep forward and hope he can maybe get through with one of these big swings, but he's not even putting a lot of power into his own punches, Roux. Things are really not going the champion's way at the moment.
Such a try too. He's the first British champion from Peterborough. Very successful in his own business life he's been too, Gary de Roux. You wouldn't think that the way he just likes the fight game, he says, but it's also a way of earning a few bob. And there it is, you're almost in there with them with that camera angle.
Well, that was a decent shot. Roux got through with, but it hasn't troubled McMillan. Caught him a little bit high. But McMillan's defensive boxing is excellent at this stage too, Reg. He's not really taking too many punches flush.
I think the big interest, Jim, will be the stamina question on both of them. They haven't had to go past 8 rounds. But of course, de Roux being on the receiving end, one would think that he would be the first to slow. So the countdown for the end of the 5th. So, Jim, in this replay there, I know you get a touch, as I said, to Sugar Ray. Come on. Shows a bit of confidence.
Yeah, well, it isn't a different class ability and talent-wise from de Roux, and this is where you see it when they start stringing those punches together, really taking charge. But you can see he's still not putting the power into those punches. I still feel McMillan can punch harder than he's shown.
6th round then of this British Featherweight Championship. De Roux, as I said, apart from the Welsh background, so the football entirely well in de Roux. Having a real uphill struggle at the halfway stage, but this is where he hoped to take over the fight, but he's got it all to do here, because some really smart boxing indeed by Colin McMillan. Maybe not the most solid of hitters, but he throws enough punches to wear the opponents down. He stopped 6 of his 16 wins. Surprisingly, Jim, his last fight was only a 6-rounder. He jumped straight from the 6th round of this class.
Everything is going his way, Reg. He can now stand in front of de Roux. Well, that was the first. That was a good shot from de Roux. That one went right between his guard, and it certainly troubled him slightly. McMillan knows where he is all right, but he's in a little bit of pressure. This is the first time I've seen him under pressure, Reg.
The cheers changed then, Jim, didn't they? I noticed the London crowd more or less stayed where they were, and up came the Peterborough boys. What a way! What a good fight this is! What a good recovery now by McMillan.
See, even when McMillan's under pressure, he's looking at his opponent, he's looking at the punches coming, ready to spring back, and he's done it once again. He really is a good little fighter, Reg.
Oh, he's a little craftsman, no doubt about that. He hasn't had too much television exposure, but I imagine that the viewers will be saying, hey, where did this fella come from?
The punches are beginning to take effect on de Roux now, Reg. He's been taking them all the way through, and now they're beginning to stop him in his tracks, and he's looking a little bit leg weary here. I don't know if he's trying to draw McMillan onto anything, but I don't think so. That's not his style. McMillan's punches are taking effect now.
All those chants of Colin, the soccer style. They can be just as tiring, Jim, when you keep missing like that, I imagine.
Well, that's what we've been saying, Reg. He's been missing all the way through, and that definitely takes its toll on any fighter. But the significant thing in this round is that the effect of McMillan's punches. You could really see they were shaking de Roux up. He's still plenty of courage, plenty of grit, but the punches are beginning to trouble him a bit more.
Oh, he was staggered with that one, Jim. It's the first time he's actually grimaced under a punch there, de Roux.
See McMillan putting a little bit more power into his shots now, Reg. McMillan has paced this job beautifully right from the off.
So, coming up to the bell in the end of the sixth. Now towards the end of the round, Jim, in replay, see, he really won every point in this round, didn't he?
Well, you can see he has really troubled the champion with his punches now. He's putting a little bit more power into the punches, and Roux looking very weary indeed.
And there he is again. We're just trying to take a bit of Vaseline off there at the start of the seventh. Well, Jim, in terms of rounds and points, it's more or less a 6-0 lead, I would think, with McMillan.
Yeah, McMillan by a mile at the moment, and I think the worrying thing for the Roux camp, just at the time when Roux should be coming into the fight, McMillan has his best round. So Roux really needs a big round here to get himself back into the action, just to get his confidence built. I know he's not easily discouraged, but that was a bad round he's just been through.
Oh, his head rocked there, and he really was stuck up there. He didn't even try to come inside those punches. He's totally flustered as well now, Roux.
See, these punches are so precise, Reg. They're bang on target. They're not big, powerful punches, but they're sickening punches over the piece because they're so accurate, and they're now catching Roux with his head up. See, in the first couple of rounds, Roux's head was a lot lower than it is now, but now it's the chin that's taking the punch.
And the way he sagged there, from the power of the blow and just sheer exhaustion as well. And it's heartbreaking for a fellow who's got the biggest heart in the business, but I'm not sure how much longer he can go on in this round. It'll be all over in the seventh, I'm sure. Yes, it is. Roy Francis, the referee's in there. And the new British champion, Colin McMillan, a brilliant exhibition of boxing. And a really professional finish too, and a sporting hug for the loser. So send your mind, I want to raise your arm. Thank you very much. That makes it official. Good refereeing. He allowed Roux a bit of chance to recover, just enough. But this fellow went in and did the job, and did it well. And Jim, here's the finish.
Yeah, well, a beautiful finish. A faultless performance all the way through from McMillan. But see, the punches from the previous round were taking effect. That little bit more power. Roux was, by this time, sickened by the punches. Not tremendous punches, Reg, but Roux was ready to go.
And here's the end. He got up from that one, Jim. And then the referee was ready, primed to come in. And there it is. And it's all over.
So disappointment for Roux, but we'll be hearing a lot more of McMillan. He's regarded as the most exciting young prospect in British boxing. He could be a featherweight on a par with Howard Winston.